Now next, if I were to describe to you one day in the ashram with the boys, that would perhaps best bring home to you its inner beauty. Long before sunrise, like the birds in our own Amloki groves, our boys are awake. The choristers are the first to rise, and they go round the ashram singing their morning hymn. You can hear the voices in the distance, drawing nearer and nearer, and then the sound dies away. As the choir passes on to another part of the ashram, and then again it comes nearer and nearer. The beauty of the sound in the silent morning air and the sense of joy and reverence which it brings give peace to the soul. After an interval, each boy takes his asan, his square of carpet, into the fields and sits down on it to meditate in his own place alone. Later on, before the school work begins, the boys all stand together in the shade of the trees and sing their hymn. Till about 10:30, the work of the school goes on. We have no classrooms. The boys sit with their teachers in the open air under the trees. There are no larger classes. A group of 8 or 10 boys are seated round the teacher, asking him questions. Very few books are used. A greater part is carried on through conversation. The boys soon learn to open out all the difficulties to their teachers, and the teachers get keenly interested in the boys' questions and answers. Such living education can never be dull. When the morning work is over, the boys bath and go to their meal. About 2 o'clock in the afternoon, the classes begin again. But at this time, the work is chiefly with the hands as well as with the mind. Handiwork is practiced, and the boys' own natural tastes are very soon discovered. Some prefer carpentry, others prefer mechanical work, others enjoy spinning and weaving. Others become skilled draftsmen or painters, others are musicians. So, we can stop up to here, children. In my next class, I will be reading this. Next, like we have 6 to another 3-4 paragraphs. Okay, so I will be starting the explanation. Words cannot picture to you the beauty of Shantiniketan. Children, can you all see the picture here of the school? This is the infrastructure of Shantiniketan school, and this is found by Gurudeva. Who is Gurudeva here? Rabindranath Tagore is called as a Gurudeva. So here our own poet and teacher whom we call Gurudeva. So who is the poet and the teacher here? Gurudeva. The poet also is Rabindranath Tagore, and the Gurudeva also is called as Rabindranath Tagore. So here what happened, children? So he has named it in his song. He has named the Shantiniketan in his song, the darling of our hearts. So what he has mentioned? He has mentioned it as the darling of our hearts, and it is worthy of name. So how is it, children? It is very notable. Worthy means notable or humorous. Worthy means notable or humorous. So here he describes in his song, that is the darling of our hearts, the school Shantiniketan. And whoever have visited the ashram, children, it might be the old people or it might be the young alike, they felt its inner beauty. They loved it. So whenever they visit, when they go to this school Shantiniketan, what you are going to see in the picture, so it might be the young ones or the old ones, the inner beauty, it is growing more and more upon them. So what does mean? It is growing in their hearts. They love the school, they love the building, they love to see this. So I'll continue with my next class, children. Have a nice day. God bless you all. Stay safe, stay healthy. Bye, children.